Now that I'm older, I feel like I appreciate female relationships a lot more than what I did before.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I could care less. Like I'd rather hang around the guys because we could talk about basketball and whatever the case may be. But especially this year, I've been trying to find more females that are like-minded and that have the same goals so that we can just make shit happen together.
Yeah. It's nice to have people in your life like that. They'll like support you and like help you work through stuff too.
I lost a lot of contact with a lot of girlfriends at the end of high school just because I was kind of in like a really bad relationship. Like the guy just kind of became unhealthy and all my friends did the right thing and like vacated themselves from the scene. But I kind of was in the point where like I couldn't, and unfortunately like we just grew apart. But it was also around the time where we were all getting into university and all my friends had different lifestyles. Some of them danced, like horseback rode, like all this stuff. And it just, for some reason, it bred a lot of competition between us. Like we were three best friends that hung out every day, went to lunch together every day. And all of a sudden, in like this prime time in our lives, like it got toxic. Like someone got into the university you wanted to first. And it just created this really horrible, awful dynamic of people almost loving your failure and hating your success. And it came to the end of grade 12
That's
where
not really a friend either.
and I think that was one of the first times in my life where I kind of made the conscious decision that if someone wasn't feeding good energy into my life, that they weren't worth having around. But I think it went both ways. It was just, it became catty and unorganic. It was just, and unfortunately I haven't really kept in contact with these girls, but I always look back on that friendship and I'm like, regardless of how it ended, like,
You learn.
like I loved them and I still do, and it's just when you stop servicing one another and like stop serving a purpose, like I think that as you grow older you learn that like there's friends at certain times in your life. And there will be those that will be there from beginning to end, but there are high school friends, middle school friends, university friends.
You have to know when to like let go.
Yeah,
exactly.
One of my best friends, me and her, well, she used to be our best friend. We used to be really close and we do everything together, but then life changed. Like she's getting married, she's had a baby, like we just don't like the same thing. She wants family goals, I want like job goals and that type of stuff. And so it's just not the same. Like
that is hard.
We don't live the same life. I don't care if she's really interested in like what I do. Like I understand you don't care, you've done that, you have a family and stuff like that. And at the same time, I'm not really gonna have remorse for you if you have to wake up at like 4 in the morning to feed a baby. Like, oh, okay.
And I'm going to bed at 4.
Like being a sister, I've like known like positive like girl power from like a young age. So
Were we good sisters?
Yeah.
Except the time I put her in the closet and told her that she was going to Candy World.
We used to do that to
It was really
I have a sister too, but we fought like insane. Like we'd sit on each other and yeah.
I'm an only, so maybe that's why I was like forced to just be friends with everyone because I like only had my cat really. So I was like, I just have to go on with everyone, or else I'll have no one to entertain me ever.
Well, I'm an only, but I actually come from like a really big family where all of my cousins have siblings. So I've had this like, as I get older, this general feeling that I'm going to continuously be the only in every aspect of my life. So I try and actively find girls to feel that girl power with, and then like, I don't know, it's not as reliable as I thought it should be, because as we get older, girl power becomes less significant. I find with girls don't want to dedicate their time or their weekends to their friends, they want to be with their boyfriends.
Yeah.
I guess like probably my biggest thing would be like I just moved from home recently, and so like all my from Fredericton, so like all my best friends have been like in the same city as I have since I was little. So like I don't know if you guys have experienced that, like moving away from and people, and like having to like keep in contact from far away. Because I know for me, it's like you feel like when I was in high school, it was like so many of the girls you thought you were like so
Yeah,
close
and
with.
I thought you were gonna be best
And
friends
yeah,
forever.
and I realized that there's so many people like who actually like is your close friend, or like the girls that really make an effort. And I know like one of my best friends, like we talk on the phone like every day or every other day. And then yeah, some of the girls that you thought you would do that with, you end up not.
Sometimes the time difference is nice too.
Yeah.
For me, like one of my best friends is in Calgary, so I know like if I'm ever walking home
Yeah.
alone or something
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
late, I'm like, she's still gonna be up, so I'll call her. We talk every single day. And then my other best friend's in Halifax, so she's ahead, but we still keep in touch too. I was just her maid of honor.
Oh, that's
Really?
nice.
Her wedding, yeah.
I'm an avid traveler. I've spent 3 years living outside of Canada on and off.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I've always done it on my own. Mine is like spending a bit of time with money.
We went to Portugal together.
Yeah, we
Nice.
went to Portugal together. But as a solo traveler, like with keeping friends at home, like first of all, you lose touch with them. It's not like a Calgary or a Halifax time zone. It's like 15 hours difference. And like,
Yeah, you were in Thailand for.
yeah, it's, you do definitely notice like the ones that put in the effort to like meet you like 1 month on, like once a month on Skype, or like
Exactly, yeah.
call you on your
Send
birthday.
you birthday gifts of.
Yeah. But you kind of start noticing that like no one really gives a shit that you've gone away, because their lives are going
Still
on.
continuing.
It's like you are still the solo one. Like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna realize that. And then when you come back to Canada, it's like no one can relate with you either. So I would say like as a traveler, some of my best girlfriends have been like people that I've picked up with on the road. And I always make a point to like go to Germany and visit them, go to South Africa and visit them, because we have so
That's
much
nice.
more in
Yeah.
common than
Yeah.
anyone at home.
Reasons to
Yeah.
leave.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like experiences are extremely bonding. Like
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
are going through a rough time and there's a friend there, you know, your friend in first year university when like shit's hitting the fan and you don't know what
Yeah.
you're doing with your life. It's those people who like, I don't want to say like commiserate together, but those who are like struggle together, like
Yeah.
That's totally how I
you-
wanted.
you'll stay together forever.
Yeah.
'Cause it's one of those people who like, if you love me at my worst, then I know you'll be around at my best. And those are the girlfriends that I think that are gonna be in like my bridal party.
Yeah, I think that like I'm in like a fashion program at Ryerson, and like it can get a little catty because it is literally just an entire program of like all girls, and like
Who love fashion.
yeah, and we're all in a type of industry that's like kind
Really
of
cutthroat.
known for being like cutthroat and like bringing out like catty like
It's a definite
personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I was pretty surprised at like the fact that like a lot of the girls there's like a really good sense of community and like
Because you're struggling
because
together.
yeah, we're all
Yeah.
struggling together, and we all try to support each other in a way. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of, because like this program I'm going into, it's makeup design.
Okay.
So it's like I want to do mostly special effects stuff, but it's still makeup design. So it's gonna be a lot of girls, and I do have a lot of good girlfriends, but most of my friends are guys, and I just generally hang out in like larger groups of guys. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna like
It
just
can be
being in a room full of 18 girls every day
Yeah,
for like a
that's
million
it.
hours, and like
Yeah.
it's a super stressful program. So I'm
You'll
like,
all sync up 100%.
yeah. It's like one big group of bitches, like, yeah, so.
There's
I'm
gonna
a
be
little
like
bit nervous
5
for that,
days a
but I'm
month.
sure it'll be fine. Like, I get along with everyone pretty well, but there's always, I'm sure there'll be that one person that just.
And you know what?
Yeah.
It's things that, you know, you think, oh, it's competitive, it's cutthroat, like we gotta do our own individual things. And honestly, some of the best things can happen from
When you
collaborating
collaborate.
Yeah,
and being
yeah.
positive and, you know, sticking together, even if you're in the exact same industry, the exact same thing. I mean, the connections I've made just from being open and friendly,
Yeah.
and it's so
Make
much
more
more
that way
good.
than being like
can happen.
closed off
Yeah.
and trying
Yeah.
to compete with everyone.
Exactly, yeah. You never know when you're gonna come around and meet that person 10 years later
Yeah.
and you're interviewing for something else and that person's the
And
person who's
yeah.
hiring, and then why burn bridges and
Exactly.
things like that.
I'm always about like honesty and transparency.
Me
and-
too.
Right? Might as well.
Have you ever, Bumble has like BFFs on
Yeah.
it? Have you ever used it?
I
No,
use
I
it.
haven't.
Use it?
I just like tried it out, and it's kind of weird because like
Yeah.
you feel bad saying no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's like, why aren't
How
like,
does it-
don't
Why
want to
wouldn't we
friends
be your
with you?
friend?
It's
Yeah.
Oh,
literally
that's
like,
I didn't even think about that.
it's like Tinder, but for friendship.
Like,
Yeah.
pretty, I want to be your
Yeah.
friend.
Exactly. It's like, am I saying no because like I don't like your
face.
photo? Like I don't know. Like I guess the reasons that I would say yes is like mutual interest.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, and then like I never really like went anywhere with it. I just wanted to like see what it was like.
Yeah.
And like it's interesting. I don't
Go
know.
on it.
Well, like I feel like imagine
it's-
like a best friend first date. Like first dates are awkward enough, but can you be
know.
like, hey, like are you the girl I met on Bumble?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go like bowling? Like
Yeah.
I feel like you could do it.
It would be really good if you're traveling though, because like when
Yeah.
I
That's what I
travel,
thought
I'll
of.
like use Tinder and stuff and be like, oh, I'm just in the city for a week. But it's like,
But it's
I
only
just,
for
I want to
Tinder.
meet people to like show me around. I'm not
Yeah,
like,
no,
To be
yeah.
honest, some of my closest friends are actually from like social media. I meet a lot of friends,
Yeah.
and I feel no ways. Like one of my really good friends, the first time we ever met up, and we flew to LA to meet each other, and we like stayed with each other and everything like that. Yeah,
That's
she's
sick.
from Arkansas, and
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm from Toronto.
how
so
did
we
you
just
meet?
Twitter.
Twitter, really?
Yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah, and so I have friends like from this in the States and stuff. We just again connected over mutual. You know, I post a piece of Pyrex. All of a sudden, all these girls that love Pyrex are starting to follow me.
Yeah.
And I've met some of the nicest people. I've been talking to them for years on Instagram, and I feel like, will I ever get to meet them? I don't know, but I have some of like the best, like the greatest girls on Instagram that I've met, and it's so awesome. And again, we literally connected over like a hashtag.
Yeah.
What's everyone's thoughts on when you get unfollowed? Like, do you care or
Oh
not?
my
I'm not followed by
I don't
This is
care.
what happened. I got
Darcy
that-
cares so
yeah.
much.
Like, do you know exactly who it is?
Well,
that
this is the thing. There's that unfollower app, and I did, and I got it, and it was really upsetting for a couple days, and I even had to cry over it. Because what did I do? Like, and I
Yeah,
don't post a
I-
lot. I
It's
don't post a lot
just
of
like,
stuff.
what's the breaking point?
No, I know. Like,
And
what
you're
did I
no.
post that?
I don't think
And
I've ever- I
it
don't
was
think I've
only,
ever
it was Hillary. I
unfollowed
talked to her,
Yeah.
and she's like, Darcy, stop. Like, don't. Like,
Why?
don't.
Just why would you let a stranger have
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
power?
I
over
know.
you?
But I
guess
would
it's
too.
just like, I
I've been
would-
tempted to download that, and I'm like,
Don't
I couldn't
do it. All
No.
it
couldn't
does is make you feel bad about yourself.
Like, yeah.
Because then you're like,
Yeah.
why did they unfollow me? What did I do? But it's like,
I know, it's like
It was
interesting
just a
at one
picture of
point,
me
I'm like,
and
and now I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't post like a lot of selfies. I don't post that much of my cat.
Is it possible that these people just deleted their Instagram?
like that
Sometimes-
And then
exactly.
you're
you don't
just
know.
getting upset, or
No, I've
But-
looked into it.
So you can't.
You
like,
looked
For me, like
into
when I unfollow people, it's because one, I either don't see your pictures, or two, your pictures just don't move me.
Yeah,
Like,
and I've obviously unfollowed
and it's
people
not
too.
and it's not because I don't
Well,
like you.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
still talk
that's
to you
true.
when we cross each
Yeah.
other in
Yeah.
the middle of the street. It's just
Yeah.
There's definitely some people I'm following who I'm like, ooh, I don't want to follow, but it's
But you
like,
do it.
The unfollow seems like
It's-
I was like, I
It's
think
aggressive.
unfollowing
Yeah.
them would be like more of a headache than just keeping
Just
them.
keep them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I always thought like growing up, like everyone just like would be your friend. So like you meet a girl or a boy, whatever, and they're your friend, and that's how it was. But I remember the first time I met girls who were actually really mean, and I think I was around 4 or 5. And I know this sounds silly, but I remember going over. My parents were friends with their parents or something, and I went over to their house, and they were twins. And I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but they had all these dolls, and I remember being like, oh my gosh, okay, let's play. And they were like, no, you can't touch any of these. You're not allowed to play with it. And they were so mean. I just sat there, and I got really sad, and I cried, whatever, as 4 or 5-year-olds would do. And then later on, we were in ballet together. And I remember after our, they're actually in that video of ours.
Yeah, I know.
You remember them? Anyway, I remember after we all got roses after our big performance. And I got pink flowers and they got red ones, and I remember thinking, I'm so excited that I got pink ones and they got red ones. So I think it was like my first thing, like with like that jealousy kind of, you know what I mean, where I knew they weren't nice girls, and it was like one of the first times that I was like, you
You
know.
got pink flower revenge.
I got pink, but I was really excited because they got baby's breath in theirs and I didn't, and I was like, mom, dad. Yeah, I don't know. After that, it was, I don't know. Then you become a little bit more
resilient.
yes to like. You get nervous. Like, are they gonna like me? Are you know, what do I have to do to make friends? I think as you get older, you know, as you girls know.
Well, it's almost like coming here tonight, not knowing anyone. You're like, kind of have this inclination that like, oh, it's gonna be cool because I'm hanging out with all of these girls. Are like, oh my god, are they gonna hate me? And then talk about me when I leave. So it's like,
Owen.
yeah.
Maybe.
my best friend, who I was just in her wedding, who lives in Halifax. It's our funny story how we met. She was actually like a mean girl to me, and I was like, no, I'm gonna be her friend. So, like, now we're good friends. I saw it as a challenge. I actually brought it up in my my maid of honor speech, and we always laugh about it because basically, I got into middle school, and I was like meeting a bunch of new people, and I saw Lindsay, my friend, and I was like, she looked like so much fun, and like she had a lot of friends, and I was like, I really want to be her friend. And so I just started like trying to hang around with her. And
With your parachute pants.
and so there was this one time where she was like finally like, okay, like you can like hang around with us. So I was hanging out with her and one of her friends. I went to the bathroom and there was a stall that like the door wouldn't lock. And so we were like, she was like, okay, you hold it for me, then I'll hold it for you. So I held the door for her, and then she came out, and she was with her other friend, and then I could like hear them whispering, and then she like opened the door on me, and then I was like, oh my god, and like pushed it shut, and they like
How
started.
old were you?
Grade 6.
I thought this was like
She's actually like the
She is honestly so nice, and she doesn't even remember the story. Like
That's so funny.
anyways, I tell her all the time, and she's like, "Oh my god, I did not do that. That's so mean." I was like, "I know. Why are we friends?"
It seems like people kind of had good high school experiences, and you touch on like still being in touch with those friends, and like whether or not you drift apart. Like Cassidy, you were saying you can rely on like a couple people. High school for me, I couldn't wait to get out of there. That's when I put my Girl Guide up. Yeah, my wall was up against girls, and I like ideally would have liked to be where I am right now in the whole like girl power mindset, but too many girls were awful then. So
They were
when I was when I was younger, it was always about like having more guy friends and being more comfortable with guys, and like not necessarily being a tomboy, but just not really giving a shit about anything. And then, not that I've been heartbroken by guys or like let down by guys, but as I've gotten older, like females can just relate to each other more, and getting over that hump of like being bitches and catty and wanting to throw red wine on each other, like just a significant difference.
And honestly, I guess I just cannot. I don't get how a girl could be like, I want to be mean to this
I
person.
know. I don't understand.
I
it at
never
all.
would ever do that to someone. Like even girls that are mean to me or have ever said anything, I've never wanted to react to them in that way. You get sad. I just never felt
Like
animosity or
vindictive.
to be mean to anyone. That meanness. I don't get where that meanness comes. And I have girls sometimes, that come in here, and I don't see very many, because I deal with a lot of young kids. I don't see it, but I do see it sometimes. I'm like, what? Why are you mean? Why are you saying these things? Where is it coming from? Why?
It's all like power. It's all psychology. It's power struggle. It's trying to like put themselves above other people. Trying to like win the guy that the guy likes that girl. Like it's always girls are much more like competitive and
But, like, I guess it all
manipulative
boils down
and
to
looking at
insecurities
things.
and
Yeah,
stuff, yeah.
exactly. But what I found was when I was younger, I was friends with the people my parents were friends with, right? Like the girl who lived down the street, the girls in my class, like. When you're younger, friends are based on proximity, who's close, who's in your your locker beside. And when you finally get to university and out of university,
When we finally got
you
social
finally
media.
start to meet people that like to do the things you want to do, and you're not friends because of convenience, but you're friends because of interest. And those friendships I found to be so much more powerful and lasting, and like those are the girls that I'm like, you go, girl. How do we end this? Do we just not?
I guess so.
That's what I did.
Hello to your friends, Babysitters Club. Say hello to the people.
Danny's like, you're fucking this up. I'm gonna have to mute this now.
Say hello to the people who care. Nothing's better than friends, Babysitters Club. And you'll know that your friends are always there.
That's gonna be the key.